Once you grasp this truth that I'm about to tell you, it'll set you free from religion. It'll set you free from parents and moms and family and governments and police, everybody. It'll set you free. And it's simply this. You are divine. God has exploded in a Crab Nebulae explosion, and he has come and manifested himself as billions of people. And you're one of you, and so am I. When I look at you, I see God. When you look at me, you see God. That's why God's name is I am. I am God. It doesn't mean that me, God. It means I am. When you say I am God, you have to say, what is God's name? I am. What? I am God. Oh my God, then all the people, Christians run around, oh, I told you they think they're God. I don't think anything on the side. No, Jesus Christ said, the scripture says you are God, and the scripture cannot be broken. So he said it.
Yeah, like I'm not third album.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be continuing my Neptune through the sign series with Neptune and Taurus. And so, Taurus lives in the second house, ruled by Venus. It's what we need to sustain our livelihood, finances, liquid assets, what we drink and eat, our voice, our natural gifts and talents, how we make our money, savings, and resources. It's our values, what we value, self-worth. And in Vedic astrology, this is our legacy, what we pass down from generation to generation. And Neptune, again, is illusions, delusions, fantasy, where we go to escape, psychedelics, drugs, addictions, alcohol, sleep, dreams, signs, symbols, synchronicities, daydreaming. It is where we might lack or experience loss or grief, illness, mental health, fogginess, lack of clarity, lack of direction, prison, mental prison, and where we kind of connect to other dimensions, compassion, volunteering, giving, where we sacrifice. Yeah. So, these people might present themselves as poor, but they might be really wealthy. When I was writing this, I was thinking about this lady. So I was born and raised in Lynn, and this lady, she used to have like a clown face, not like a real clown, but just cakey makeup. She smoked cigarettes like a trucker, like back to back to back, and she would stand out in front of all the stores, and she would always ask for money. And I remember as I got older, people used to say she's really rich. She's not really poor. She just does that for whatever reason. Maybe she has some mental health problems, which would so line up with this Neptune energy. And so it can be people who would appear as homeless, or again, who have lack, or who don't have something, but really they're very wealthy. On the other side of this can be people who just live very moderate lives. But they're very wealthy. They have a lot of money. They're just super frugal. They're very smart with their money. They might possess a lot of assets and finances, and even have a very special kind of gift or talent that has brought them in this kind of wealth, or they invest, or they invest in themselves. They have a high self-worth and value themselves, or it could be something again that is passed down from generation to generation, and they were just taught very good values on how to save money, um, So it's going to be, again, different for everybody. Everybody's not going to really resonate with the being a scammer type energy, even though Neptune is the energy of scammers. Um, these people could even have like a hard time believing in money or believing in the need for money. They might not really want to associate with it at all. And that's a kind of sacrifice that they might make to live very poorly, um, or living below their means, because they think like money is a dirty thing, um, or being connected to money is like some kind of equation to being the devil or greed. Um, they might even be like people who prefer to like volunteer, um, and help people who kind of don't have a lot. Um, and that's their resource. They might get food from that, or it's like a trade-off, you know, where they do that, but they get something out of it. So they don't really technically feel like they need money and feel like people should live more by trade than dealing with money. These people may make their money through psychics, tarot, or anything esoteric, um, astrology, even um, palm readers, um, but they could be scammers or fraud or not really be in tune with that energy. Now, again, it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody who does this has to be that way, but they could have that attribute connected to how they make their money. Like they could make money in illegal ways, like through drugs, selling drugs, being, a kingpin in some way. This could even be like trafficking or pimping or a mule, a drug mule. Um, um, Taurus, believe it or not, is being hustler. Literally, Tauruses are known for having um, their main job and like 4 or 5 of a side hustles. It's just a sacrifice that they make to build money, to have capital. Um, this could be, that type of person, a pimp, a player. They could be a preacher and the preacher, but they have that dope car that that they pimp people out in the church, or it sounds kind of messed up, but this could be that energy. Or they use the church as a front for that. Something that's kind of distorted where you really don't know how they're getting their money, or it might look like they have a main job, but on the side they're doing something a little illegal. This could be money laundering. Um, Taurus energy does kind of have the need for security by any means necessary. And so they might feel like they have to do this to get the money that they want. Um, and so they could be into some pretty, you know, illegal ways of making money. um, this person could also own art or be like an art dealer. And again, it could be distorted. They could sell fake art and get money that way. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. They might have like some kind of collection that's worth a really lot of money, like a record collection or videos or DVDs or cassettes or spiritual stuff, crystals, stones, um, um, or things of that nature. Um, these can also be strippers, dancers, choreographers, again, voice actors, impersonators, um, and their voice can be very hypnotizing. And so they might be somebody who does the I am statements over some nice um, meditative music, or be into like the sound bowls and things of that nature, or they can record their voice for specific things because they have a voice that's very, it draws people in, um, and soothes and can be very healing. They might sell spiritual items of all kinds from any field, um, or Reiki, or do Reiki or past life regression stuff. Um, these people might drink a lot of water or have a liquid diet or eat a lot of seafood. Um, Again, they can be magicians or illusionists, um, and be really, really, really good at it too. Photographers that kind of create fantasies, and illusions. So, like a producer, they could be really good at knowing how to manipulate or distort things to uh, a final product, if you will, to make a movie or a documentary. Um, um, these people can also be very generous with money and get scammed a lot. These might be the type of people who watch those commercials with like the orphan kids, or the kids that kind of like look dirty, and you know those commercials I'm talking about, where somebody's like, um, you know, this is Sanja, and Sanja doesn't have access to food, water, and clothing. And this might be the person that sends money to those type of people, or orphans, or kids in other countries, or do missionary work, or they're in jobs where their money kind of fluctuates often, especially if you're doing like, again, anything with doing with the ocean, or painting, or any kind of artistic work, a musician, um, you know, being famous, um, all the spiritual stuff. Those things aren't always consistent, and so, or they might be seasonal. It's kind of like Aquarius and Uranus that way, where it's work that doesn't need to be done all year round. And so they have to have other forms of ways of making money and being creative. They can have kids who have sickness, or illness, or mental health, or some kind of autism, um, or some kind of special gift, or be very intuitive. These people might have a hard time charging people. Um, they're very compassionate. Um, if these might be the people who are at work and they always have snacks or something to give, even if it's like a little trinket or something like that. Um, and they might not get much recognition for the work that they do in their job, but they can get recognition because of that, because of their kindness and how sweet they are. And so this is my interpretation of Neptune and Taurus. As usual, family, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.